obey an order to hurt another human being? Have you ever thought about why some people develop phobias and others don't? What about how forensic psychologists profile offenders in order to solve crimes? If you've thought about any of those questions, then studying A-level psychology may well be for you. My name is Mrs. Walker and I am Head of Psychology at Becket Church of England School. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about the course that we offer here. So, to start with, psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behaviour. So, we kick off the course in Year 12 looking at the main approaches to psychology. Those will then thread through the course, so as we look at different topics, we'll come back to the different approaches. We also take some time to look at how psychologists research the mind and behaviour, and we like to give you a good go at trying out those methods and evaluating them as well. After that, we dip into the various different topics within the specification. So we then look at psychopathology, which is the study of abnormalities, and the three conditions that we look at in detail are OCD, depression, and phobias. So we look at the characteristics of those conditions and we look at how different psychologists look and perceive those conditions, as well as the treatments. After that, we move on to social influence and then the study of the memory. Come Year 13, we'll move on to biopsychology and then topics such as schizophrenia, forensic psychology and also gender. Our lessons are really varied. So we will try and use lots of contemporary evidence with you. You'll do individual work in class and outside of class, and we'll encourage you to do group work as well. We're great believers in some flipped learning, which is when you leave the classroom, find out the basic information, and then bring that knowledge to school, to our classroom, so that we can grapple with the evaluation. You'll be regularly assessed in class, but you'll also have your normal year exams as well, so your Year 12 and Year 13 exams as well. But at the end of the 2 years, you'll be examined in 3 various different exams. They're all equally weighted and they examine you on all the different parts of the spec that you will have covered. When thinking about careers in psychology, you can obviously become a psychologist. You could specialise in psychotherapy. You could become a social worker, you could become a counsellor, you could work in educational psychology, you could become a teacher, you could work in HR, you could work in the media or advertising, or you could do your own research and be paid for that. You could work in sports, health, human development. The possibilities really are endless. So if you wanted to prepare for studying A-level psychology, one of the books that we found really useful with our students is called The Little Book of Psychology. So that's by Rolls and Riggs. It's readily available and it will give you an insight into approaches, the basic approaches in psychology and the main topics. So I hope that's been helpful. I look forward to some of you coming to me with some questions. You can find me in W11 or you can contact me via email at anyquestions@becketkeys.org. Thank you.